Well, today I'm in an area of woodland, large for us in terms of square meterage. It said private, but I tend to take that as more of a suggestion. But it's nice and flat for a change. It's somewhere I haven't been before. And then directly underneath us, from the valley down there, are some World War II German war tunnels, which extend for hundreds of meters in I think it's a circuit of some sort, branches going off, big enough that you could drive a small vehicle through them. It was going to be the German hospital for soldiers, but the war ended before it sort of came to fruition. There's a few other tunnels like that, and there are many bunkers over here. So for today, I'm going to put my shelter up here, and I've got something special to cook. Hello, Mr. Robin. Hello, Mr. Robin. Right, that's me in now. Bit of a tidy up. There's a few nettles and things. So you can sort them out. So today I have a new little frying pan. It's just the exact size that I wanted. So that's about 8 inch by a couple of inch deep. So I can do sloppy wet things in there. I can do other dry things in there. I've got enough space to stir and move around. It's lighter than my flame fire pan. I mean, I can use this on the flame as well. But for today, I'm going to use my little cat stove and do something holy. So today I'm using my little cat stove, which is slightly different. I made this years ago, and I just drilled larger holes. I've got a little bit of wicking inside, and I find this works more efficiently than the hole punch variety. I also use it with the wire stand, which is just a fraction above this, purely because it just gives me a bit more stability on the pan. Should be enough. There we go. Now, as I say, today I have the holy bacon, which will be cooked and anointed with the maple syrup in association with the little pancakes. So we shall get that on the go, and I'll get back to you once we're... Oh, that does smell good. And of course the pancakes will be done in the juices from the bacon. A very fitting first cook up for my pan. Whoa, boy. Oh, 1 minute it's chucking down with rain, and the next minute the sun's out. The anointing. Fantastic. Now, you'll excuse me, I'm going to eat. Oh, that was delish. I think it's time now. A little hot chocolate. I'm not so sure if doing this in the pan and using the pan as a stand is such a good idea, as I've just spilt meths into my eating area. Never mind. It's worth just trying it out, I suppose. It'll get washed after anyway. Pity. Oh, what a life, eh? Bacon, pancakes, maple syrup, hot chocolate. Can't be bad. Okay, that'll do for a couple of minutes. Let that boil up. Made this the other day. You see it there? It's not a little G.I. Joe Action Man handbag. It's to go on top of a stick like that. That can be then tied down if necessary. But I made it to push up against my top, and it won't. Well, I wouldn't put that bare stick on there anyway. I'd stick a pair of gloves or socks or a hat or something. But I just thought I'd make a little topper for that, which I haven't used yet. But yeah, that seems to work all right. As I say, that'll be tied out if I need it tying out. If it was for like a tarp tent, I didn't have my hiking poles. I saw it in somebody else's video, so it's not my idea. And I thought, that's good, I'll make my own. Made this as a little ultralight knife. I quite often take it with me actually. Just a hacksaw blade, sharpened at one end, and this end obviously sharpened. I've left the serrations on the top. Made a little pouch for it. That goes on there. Made a little clip for it. That goes on there. That's great. That's all I need when I'm usually out doing my biking or hiking. I'm out for a couple of days. Quite adequate. Don't need anything bigger than that. And this is my hardwood flooring insulation pads that you put down when you're putting down the planking boards that clip together. So it's nice and silver on one side and a thin foam. I've got that as my my base, not sleeping pad, but my base pad. Put my sleeping pad on top of, and just this little sit pad, which again, ultra light. It's warm. You can feel that the warmth off it reflects the cold back into the ground. Yeah, and that works a treat. That folds up small as well. Right, almost coming up to me boil. Still burning away there, so a couple of minutes I'll have hot chocolate. There we go. Hot chocolate on the go. Whoa, sludgy. Right, I'll have this, relax for a bit, and have a bit of a tidy up. And I dare say think about getting myself packed away and sorted. Hot chocolate. Oh, it's Mr. Robin. Hello, Mr. Robin. So yeah, it's a great little area this. I say I've not been here before. There's another sort of hillside over there, which are a few bunkers. They did have a big fortification, which if you've seen the British TV archaeological show Time Team, they did a big dig over there. This is the other side, as I say, on top of the big, what's called the underground hospital bunker system. And we're right on the flight path. So yeah, I'm just off the roadside here, but this area is well big enough. Wouldn't be disturbed. I can set up a nice shelter, do myself a couple of fires. There's loads of dead wood, loads of fallen trees, which does need checking. It's not managed at all, any of this. Yeah, it's good. I think it's going to become a nice little favourite spot. And I've got free parking down below as well. Even better. Well, this is the escape shaft that would have been for the tunnel, which is underneath us. I'm so glad I didn't lose my phone there. I can't see through there, but yeah, quite a big shaft, and that leads directly down to the tunnels below. So this is the main entrance to what is called the underground hospital. It's quite a large museum now, and memorial to the various slave labourers who died building it. As you can see, you can get a vehicle down there. It's quite an amazing feat of engineering, but not at the costs that it took. So I was up above here, just across that little road, and these tunnels extend hundreds of metres all around inside. Unfortunately, with the size of the Channel Islands and their position, not really defendable against the German invading forces. So as we're technically part of the British Isles, Jersey, Guernsey, Alderney, Sark, we were the only ones to be invaded and occupied by the German army stroke Nazis.